when you're on this journey of believing and fully living out your dream and your vision, you don't want anybody to get in the way of that, because there's going to be so many distractions. There's going to be so many obstacles of people that are going to want to veer you away from whatever you want to do in life. But you have to truly believe in yourself, and everything will follow suit. Because honestly, I think with all this stuff that's going on, it's like there's so many things that can veer you away from like your goals. Like people, when you try and compare yourself to people, when you try and look at other people and seeing what they doing and what you're not doing, like it can be very easy to bring yourself down. But you have to always believe that and just never give in. Always believe that there may be a chance. Because as long as you have breath in your lungs, you have a chance. You can't tell yourself that you can't do it when life has always shown, and all life has always given us examples of people that were like looked down on, that were second guessed, saying that they can't do it, saying that they might not be good enough, they're saying that they're not capable of it, but still they still prevail. And that's what we should all look towards. Knicks, the New York Knicks being a prime example. They don't, throughout the whole series, they were down. And, it's not the ideal situation you want to be in, but that's what the chips fell. And they had to play whatever cards they had. And, it was beautiful to witness, the New York Knicks winning it all. And, I always look at like whether it's the NFL, whether it's NBA, baseball. I always look at like whoever win like the champions is like, what was their goal? What was their journey? How? Because everybody's journey is different. Some teams, it took them to the last minute to win it all. Some teams, they lost 20 times over, and and I'm speaking in terms of like just the journey to getting the championship. But it's a process. It's not an overnight thing, and everybody has to go through it. Some people had to, it took years. Some people never have gotten that experience to win an NBA championship. But they learned a lot in life. And even though, these things are very small to the bigger picture, like, if you're not able to accomplish it, there might be something else in your life. Because we can't get too caught up on the actual accolade versus the process. Like the process is what builds anything up. Like that's why once the job is completed, it's not fulfilled, because you start to understand like it was the process that was the beauty of it all. Obviously reaching that accomplishment is a great feeling, but after you achieve that great feeling, it's like, all right, what next? Instead of just looking like, man, it was a journey that got us to this point. It was everything in between. And that's the life lesson, is like, enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, enjoy these bad moments of like uncertainty, you know. I live that same stuff every day, like with, wondering where is this music gonna take me, you know? Um, but I believe, this is what I love to do every single day. I get up, obviously life is life in, so it gets in the way of me trying to make the best music. I'm still learning how to produce, and so much stuff get in the way, and I get upset at times, but I have to move accordingly with what life gives me, and not try and force things. So I try and do the best I can, and understand that I'm a champion at the end of the day, because I know I'm never going to give up, and I know that life will align to everything that I always want to accomplish.